Going into this weekend's UFC Fight Night card, I think the UFC absolutely wants Arnold Allen to beat Calvin Kattar. Now I think the fight's going to be actually very, very close, but I think it's going to come down to 5 critical things in the fight. And number 1 is the stakes. Now, just like what I said before, the UFC wants Arnold Allen to win this fight. And the reason why I think that is because if you think about it from a business point of view, Calvin Kattar was already 1 fight away from getting a title shot against Max Holloway, but then got beaten up really, really badly. And then even after that fight, he loses to Josh Emmett in a very, very close split decision. Now, after these 2 straight losses, a title shot for Calvin Kattar is kind of a long way off. However, on the other hand, Arnold Allen has an 11-fight win streak going. He has all the hype behind him, and right now the UFC is making a big, big push for UK fighters to headline events, to fight for titles, and it's the perfect storm for Allen to get his title shot. Now, if you're liking this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Helps me out a whole heck of a lot, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Helps me out, and honestly, it kind of helps you out too if you like good videos. Now, the second thing that'll be huge in the fight is game plan. Arnold Allen has better jiu-jitsu and seems to have better kicking as well than Calvin Kattar. But Calvin Kattar seems like he has better boxing than Allen. Even in Calvin Kattar's loss against Max Holloway, he was actually doing damage. And we all know how amazing Max Holloway is on his feet, and to even be able to stand in there with a guy like Max is just amazing. However, if Allen can get the fight to the floor, especially wrestle, get on top, I think the jiu-jitsu will be too much for Calvin Kattar, and I think that's probably Allen's best way at winning this fight. Number 3 is durability. I know I keep on coming back to the Max Holloway fight with Calvin Kattar, but I think that was a huge turning point in his career, and it reminded me a lot of the Tony Ferguson-Justin Gaethje fight. Tony Ferguson was on a massive winning streak and then fought Justin Gaethje. And Tony Ferguson is known for having the best chin in the UFC. But sometimes having the best chin is actually a bad thing. He took way more strikes than an average human should be able to take. And yeah, that's great for that single fight, but in the long term, over your whole career, it's going to shorten your prime years significantly. And I'm not saying that's exactly what happened in the Holloway Calvin Kattar fight, but it wouldn't surprise me if Calvin Kattar's chin was really never the same. Number 4 will definitely be momentum. Again, going into this fight, Arnold Allen has this giant win streak. And with a giant win streak comes confidence. And whenever you have confidence, you throw more fluidly. You don't freeze up. You don't think, oh no, what if this guy knocks me out? Because it hasn't happened yet. I definitely think that Calvin Kattar still has a lot of confidence in himself, but I don't think it's on the same level as Arnold Allen. And the reason why is because he's lost his last 2 fights. He was 1 fight away from fighting for the title and got destroyed by the number 2 guy. So for someone's confidence to not be dinged at least a little bit, I think is almost impossible. And my number 1 differentiating factor, I would say, in this fight will be the grappling strength of Arnold Allen over Calvin Kattar. I know I mentioned the grappling technique in the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Something that I've seen in previous fights of Allen and heard from some of his training partners is that he has an incredible squeeze and he has an incredible amount of strength whenever it comes to grappling. I pick Arnold Allen to win by decision. Yeah, so I would say this is a pretty good fight night card, maybe a little bit top heavy, but I absolutely am looking forward to this because the featherweight division is still a little bit up in the air. There's not a clear-cut next contender to fight Volkanovski for the belt, and that's why he's going up to 155, possibly to fight Islam Makhachev. So I'll definitely be paying attention to this, and if Arnold Allen can get a spectacular knockout, I think he could be fighting for the title next.